For me, the quickest way to kill my feminine energy is getting stuck in my head, feeling anxious, overthinking, and being completely disconnected from my body. I learned that grounding myself is the key to reconnecting with my feminine power, and it doesn't have to take a lot of time or a lot of effort. That's why I want to share the habits that work for me, quick and simple practices you can try today. Hey friends, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I make videos about personal growth in a gentle way, so if that sounds interesting, make sure to subscribe. So the first thing I want to start with today is the practice called the ocean breath. You guys know that I've really been diving deep into this topic of yoga. I practice yoga very consistently right now because maybe one day I would like to become a yoga teacher. Fingers crossed. And so from yoga, I learned about this amazing breathwork practice called the ocean breath. It sounds something like this. The way this breathing works is it's very slow, it's very controlled, and we create this slight constriction at the back of the throat. And that's exactly something that creates this soothing ocean sound, like the waves crashing. I'm sure you'll be able to find lots of videos on YouTube about this breathing technique, so if you decide to try it, please let me know in the comments. Let me know if you liked it or not. And again, for me, feminine energy is all about being grounded, it's all about being present. And when I know how to breathe correctly, when I practice this ocean breath, it really helps me focus on the here and now. My body immediately becomes more relaxed. So if you have never tried this technique, I highly recommend it. The next 1-minute habit that I do to reconnect with my feminine power is grounding myself with sensory activities. What works for me personally the best is touching something or smelling something. I have a lot of essential oils here, and every single time I feel stressed or maybe anxious about something, or I feel like I'm stuck in my thoughts, I ground myself and I reconnect with my feminine energy using these oils. And that's also why I actually recently almost stopped using perfume, because I discovered that the smell of perfume is way too strong for me. Like, it doesn't really matter what kind of perfume I use, like from a luxury brand or something very cheap, they all smell so strong to me. What I have in my collection right now is tea tree. Love, love, love the smell. I also have lemongrass, eucalyptus, peppermint, and lavender. It's great when I really need to calm myself down, or when I feel really anxious right before I go to bed. I just smell some lavender and it makes me feel so much better. Love it. I don't have pets, but if you do, you've probably noticed that every time you touch their fur, you immediately feel more relaxed, and you're also more inclined to want to cuddle with them when you're feeling a little bit anxious. And that is actually a legit grounding activity that is backed up by science. When you touch your pet's fur, it activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for promoting relaxation and reducing stress. And also the act of petting a pet, like this motion, really makes you more relaxed, because it's very similar to some of the meditative practices, because it's slow, it's rhythmic, you're not rushing anywhere, you're focused on the here and now. Okay, the next little habit that I have is I call it dance it out. And it's actually something that I talked to my therapist about, because I tend to become quite nervous and quite just like closed off when I meet new people, especially when it's a lot of people all at once. And a few months ago, I started going to this book club because I really like reading books, and sometimes to really stay consistent in reading, I need my accountability partners. I need other people who are also going to be reading the same book, and then I'm going to talk to those people about this book. And so I decided to join a real offline book club, and the very first meeting, almost everyone there was completely new to me. There was only 1 or 2 people that I knew before, but everyone else, all the other women, were completely new. And oh my god, I felt so stressed out, and obviously I wasn't really reconnecting with that grounding feminine energy. Usually when I feel really anxious, I feel like there is a lot of pent up energy like somewhere here in my body, and I really need to do something about it. Usually I need to move, so that's why exercising really helps me here. And obviously during the book club meeting, I can't just stand up and do squats. It's gonna look a little weird. So what I did is I went to the bathroom and I just shook my body. I kind of danced it out. I was alone, no one was looking at me, and I had a little bit of time just for me to really ground myself, to talk to myself, and to move my body, because I know that in those moments, moving my body, like doing something, jumping a little bit, dancing a little bit, really helps me. And so that's how we move on to the next habit that is going to be all about making eye contact, but not with other people, with yourself. You know those little moments when during the workday you go to the bathroom, you wash your hands, and then you catch a glimpse of yourself. A lot of people just, stare at themselves, like feeling really tired because of all the stress at work, maybe some family issues, they wash their hands, they leave. That's it. But what I'm proposing you do is look into your own eyes and smile just for a second. Maybe take a breath while you're washing your hands, look at you and appreciate who you are. Because I don't know about you, but when I work, I'm up in my head. Like I'm always thinking about something, about some emails that I have to get back to, about a video that I have to film. And so I'm never really grounded. Like if you really look at me, you can see that I'm somewhere like up there, like in my head. I'm constantly thinking about something. So that little practice, when you're alone, when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, maybe you're home, you came back from work, you're changing, and so just smile, just take a breath, maybe stretch a little bit. You are here, you are present. The next habit that I highly recommend to every single girl, every single woman out there is complimenting other women. Instead of feeling jealous, instead of feeling insecure and thinking, oh my god, where did she get this bag from? I wish I had this bag. Immediately thinking that either she's up here and you're down here, or you're up here and she's down here. Why not we just even it out and compliment each other more? And complimenting other people without expecting anything in return. Not like, oh, I'm gonna compliment you on your dress, but you better say something nice about me too. No, I don't think that helps your feminine energy at all. The reason why I decided to include this habit into this video, even though it might seem so freaking obvious, is because of social media. We compare ourselves so much. Oh, this person has this. Oh, she bought a new bag, or she bought a new car. Instead of feeling grateful for what we have, instead of feeling grateful for our own path, and instead of just feeling good about all the other people's achievements and telling them that, oh my god, that's so great that you achieved that thing. My habit number 6 is writing a daily intention. And I use this habit from productivity, from the world of personal development, and you can honestly adapt it to your lifestyle the way you want to. The first thing you can do is you can make this daily intention all about productivity, all about work. So what are you going to achieve today that is enough? Just one thing, the most important thing for today, like your daily highlight, and that is going to become your daily intention. Because a lot of us tend to procrastinate on the most important thing of the day. We think that, oh, it's fine, I'm gonna finish this task first, that task first, and then by the end of the day, we feel so tired to actually start the most important task of that day. And the second way in which you can approach this habit from, like this daily intention, is from the way you want to feel. And again, it's going to be just one word or maybe a phrase. If you have a difficult work thing coming up, you can say that today I want to feel confident. And every single decision you make, you're going to check in with your daily intention. Am I feeling confident? Is this thing going to make me feel more confident? How can I help myself and make myself more confident right now? Or maybe your daily intention is going to be calm, or maybe radiant, whatever it is. Just try to filter all of the things you do today through your daily intention and then see how you feel at the end of the day. Obviously, unexpected things come up all the time, and I can't guarantee you that if you create your daily intention, you're only gonna feel this way this day, like you're only going to feel confident. Of course not. There are gonna be moments when you feel insecure, anxious, not confident at all, but what this habit is going to give you is you're going to check in with yourself and ask yourself, what was my daily intention? How can I help myself reconnect with this daily intention? intention. The next 1-minute habit that I'm trying to practice right now is all about being soft in touch. The reason why it's become really important for me recently is because I started practicing bouldering probably around 7 months ago. And so when I started practicing bouldering for the very first time, I didn't know that my hands would suffer a lot. My palms and like this area in general, because I have to use chalk, and in general chalk makes your hands very dry, and also there is always a possibility that, you know, I'm gonna slip and I'm gonna get like a little injured. And so I really need to make sure that when I take care of my hands after bouldering, I do it in a very soft, gentle way. Because you have to agree with me, there is a difference between applying hand lotion like this and like this, being very mindful, very intentional, taking some time for yourself and thanking your body to be able to do that for you. And in general, I think everything that is connected to our touch is a very grounding activity. And when we ground ourselves, when we stay present, that is exactly when we reconnect with our feminine energy. And finally, let's talk about doing a body scan. We started this video by talking about yoga, and I decided to finish this video by talking about yoga as well. A body scan is also a practice in yoga and meditation when you sit down and just go from head to toes or from toes to head. It doesn't really matter. You close your eyes and you mentally scan your body, focusing on any areas of tension. And with every single exhale, you're trying to release all of this tension. And also, if you decided to add the ocean breath into this practice, it's going to calm you down even more. It's going to ground you even more, and you're going to start feeling more present. So I think it's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Your homework is honestly going to be any habit from today's video. Just give it a try and let me know in the comments if it worked for you, if it didn't, and what you want to try next. If you want to learn how to build a healthy relationship with yourself and finally start practicing self-love, I highly recommend this video right here. Just click right here and keep on watching.